Just coming up now to GAILEY Roundhouse. Now Nikki's walked down the towpath. Apparently a boat is just coming out of the lock. She can see there, I can't. So if there is, that's worked well. I can go straight in. So that's worked well. They've left the gates open for us so we can go straight in. There are services here. You can, well, pump out, Elson, water, rubbish, the lot. But we're all right today, just through the lock and onward to where we're going. This lock is very much like Penkridge Lock. There's a separate tunnel for the horses. Good for us to look at, not good for the boatmen. Undoing the horses and leashing them up again. A lot of faff for them, but it's lovely for us to look at. See the roundhouse standing proud there, just to the starboard side. We're going in. Separate tunnel there to the starboard side also for the horses. I love this architecture, old Victorian architecture at its best. This here though is a modern road bridge where they've sort of intertwined the two. I'm afraid we've got old new architecture with the old architecture. This would have been the original, what you'd have seen. Just breathtaking, beautiful craftsmanship. Very nice. I've got a bird's nest in the gate, in the one of the gates. Can you see? I'm in, thank you. These gates here behind me can be a little bit difficult. They like to open up, especially the starboard side one. So I just had to keep Chugs up against the gate whilst Nikki let some water in to keep them closed. But as promised, I want to get out of here and show you these quirky lock gates. Can you see the shape of them? I'll explain why they're like that when I get out. Now, these gates had to be modernised. If they'd have been the full-length balance beams all the way, this modern bridge here would have been in the way. You couldn't get them. So what they did, they bent them. So at least you can shut and open the gates. They're clever design, I suppose. They look silly, and they are silly. They can be a little bit difficult to operate sometimes. But here we are at the infamous GAILEY Roundhouse Lock. It's a magnificent building. Beautiful. I believe it's residential as well now. I'm not sure, not 100%, but it's lovely. Now I'm just pulling out of the lock, but there's a lady coming down on her own, so I'm going to moor where she is, and Nikki's going to help the lady down, bless her. Always like to help each other, really. If I can tie up, I'll come and help them too. That's what boating's about. Gentleman on a nice boat there, Skylark. I just moored in front of him. He said, "Oh, just go and empty your loo." All the time in the world. They were filling the lock to go down, so yeah, worked perfectly. So we've got an empty loo. How lovely. Just met a subscriber there. He's just trying to moor his boat, bless him. So we didn't get a chance to talk, but he said hello and hello back. I'm afraid I didn't get a chance to get the name of your boat or anything, but hello. That's it now. We should have a clear cruise all the way through to where we need to go. Hatherton Junction. Hatherton Junction? Well, I'll show you when we get there. I'm not sure how long, perhaps about an hour, something like that. I'm not sure. It'll be what it'll be. And that's if the rain doesn't come. I think we'll be alright, but certainly getting cooler, certainly getting windier. But we'll be lock free. That'll do. Hi there. We're just coming up now to the road entrance to the chemical works. All this lovely Armco, and you're not allowed to moor. Obviously I wouldn't want to moor up here even if we could, but it doesn't make sense. They must have spent thousands on this Armco. Yeah, never mind. Hi there. And here we are now cruising past Hatherton Marina. I think it's Hatherton. There is a junction a little bit further on to the old arm here where we'll be bearing right. Looks like a lovely little marina. But it's getting cool out here though. It is only early autumn, but the leaves are definitely falling, and that magical golden colour is upon us already. I do love the autumn. Beautiful colours. I'm not sure what the time is, but it is getting very, very cold. The wind's getting a bit sharp. Definitely know that winter is a bit round the corner, really. Nikki's put the heating on. I had a shower earlier on, so Nikki and the kids are going to have a shower this evening, getting the boat nice and warm. And as I said earlier, she's making some beautiful bacon and leek soup. So that smells absolutely wonderful coming out the boat. But we'll be mooring up next 5 minutes or so, and we should be where we're supposed to be. So that's us all moored up. Soup time. a little over 4.5 hours cruise, I suppose. Just around that corner up there is a whole row of boats. There's a pub up there called the Anchor, or the Fox and Anchor. I'm not too sure. We're not moored up here for the pub. We're moored up here to meet Dee and her husband tomorrow. Tomorrow evening when they finish work. And then Friday morning, if you remember, we met 3 lovely people coming out of Rugeley. And that was Clint, Nick and Sandra. Now, we met up with them in Penkridge on, I don't know, a couple of days ago. They came, they sat on the boat, we had coffee and cakes which they brought lovely donuts, and they also brought a very, very special gift for us, and it was this. It's a beautiful carved heart with Chip's name on it, a little paw print and a little inscription on the back, and it comes with a stand. Clint made that all by hand, sanded it down, carved it, sanded it and varnished it. It will now hold pride of place on Chugs and go with us wherever we go. I did cry, but I'm a wimp. Thank you so much, Clint, and it was great to see the 3 of you. Lovely to have a catch up and a coffee with you. But they have very, very kindly, Clint has offered to pick me up and Dixie on Friday morning, whereas very noisy train, he's going to take us into Wolverhampton, where we got Dixie from. Dixie's got to have his 12-week jab on Friday morning. Going back to the same vets where he had his first jabs, so he gets the same jab, whatever they put in the needle. It's the same stuff. And where we bought Dixie from, the lady has already paid for the vaccination, so at least we know everything's done right. And Clint has very kindly offered to pick us up from the pub car park. It was easier to have an address like this. So day off for us tomorrow, so that'll be quite nice. So I'm going to go in now, going to have a nice bowl of soup and showers all round and a cosy evening in Chugs. We'll see you probably on Friday. See you soon, darling.
Love you.
Oh.
Dave wants to say goodbye. Good luck, puppy.
See you later.
See you later.
Off we go. Yeah, I know it's for the good. He's getting older and he can come for walks with us. He is definitely a lovely little crew member. We love him to the moon and back. He's absolutely adorable. What's the matter? Dixie certainly knows he's a Chugbug crew member. Somebody went past the boat yesterday and he copied Primrose and Dale and started barking at them through the centre hatch, bless him. Didn't you? Yeah. He knows who his mum and dad are now, and he knows where he lives. Don't you, baby? Yes, I know, baby. I know, sweetie. Of course, I have no idea what type of car Clint has, and of course I wouldn't be able to see who's behind the steering wheel, but if I get over here, sit on those chairs with the little boy, I'm sure we'll get spotted. That's it, all done. I've just phoned Nikki. She's going to get the kettle on, and we're all going for a coffee because it's a lovely day. So we'll sit on the back and have a coffee. Luckily now the little man's done. He's not allowed to go for a walk on the towpath for a week or so. So we're going to be careful. But 15 minutes, we'll be back at the boat. Job done. Heading back now for a well-earned coffee. And thank you. Oh, let's get through here. Thank you very much. They're there somewhere. To Clint and Nick, who took us. Little man is going to be tired for 24 hours now, but Nicky's got the kettle on to wake us three up.